Hey guys, sorry about the last tutorial on how I cut off so fast, but that won't happen again because I can upload videos of any length onto YouTube now, so it'll be really nice. But I'm still going to try to keep them around 15 minutes. Might go into 20. I'll see how I think the tutorial should be. Maybe I'll just I don't know. Okay, so what we want to do is we left off else if act equals create. We're also going to do and code equal. We're going to do code O1. And code O1 will be create or create a category. So we're going to come under else if, and we're going to end the else, and then we're also going to add another else, and we already have the end bracket right here on line 16. Okay, so in the else if, we're going to do a form create form cat, and I'm going to save that, and we're going to come back here to here, and we're going to type and act equals create and code equals O1. Okay, so this is our basic create thing. Category name. I'm just gonna do news, and I'm gonna click create category. A category for that already exists. All right. So obviously it doesn't exist. Sorry about that. Because we haven't added any categories yet. So in our class form, I did do something wrong. If we didn't do MySQL num rows where we have the if. So if MySQL num rows res category for that exists. Okay, so now if we come back and refresh it, it should work. Perfect. It doesn't say anything, which means it should have worked. I'm just going to add something in saying echo congratulations, you have created a category. I'm going to save that, and we're not going to refresh because we know it worked. And I'm coming to the fcat fcat fcat, the table fcat. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so nothing was created, so I am gonna come back and do it again. News, create category. Congratulations, you have created your category. Okay, so we'll come back here and take a look at the code. Insert into fcat. Oh, okay, right here. We have to do title like with these weird line things. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're next to the tildes, unless that's what they're called. Anyways, I'm going to refresh it and get another congratulations. I'm going to click browse. I'm going to click fcat and browse, and we'll see if that worked. Alright, so that didn't work, so let's go back to our PHP designer. And of course, what it is, I just realized title. We didn't actually have it named title. We had it named name. So we'll change this to name and save it. And now it should work. Okay. Gonna click browse. And perfect, it worked. And the ID is 1 and the name is news. Okay, so now that we have that all worked out, we want to display it on the forum. So to display it, what we're going to do is this is going to hold an actual category, like what we just did. That div will hold the category. I'm just going to move that. Okay, so we have div class equals forum content. I'm just going to cut that so it's not deleted really. And I just deleted the ending PHP and starting PHP because we're actually going to be doing PHP here. We're going to want to create a new forum function. So in our class forum again, we're going to do function show categories, and then that's it. And for this function, we're going to do res equals MySQL query, select all from fcat, and then row equals MySQL fetch assoc res, and then we're going to do res2 equals MySQL query, select all from f subcat, and I believe we're going to have to make a few changes, but this is basically what we're going to be working with. So res2. Okay, so basically all I did was pull the information from the fcats and subcats, f subcats, and what we're going to want to do now is start echoing out each row. So we're going to do while we're going to use, well, we can just get rid of row 2 or just row, and then cut res2 and row 2 because we're going to have that in the while. So while row equals MySQL fetch assoc res, and then we're going to paste in our res2 and row 2. And what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to echo, and then we're going to put in our div, and our div was class forum content, I believe. Yeah, I think that was it. Just end that div really quick so we know. And we're gonna put row 2 sub name. Actually, I don't think I made any sense there. But what we did was, for every category we have, it's gonna create a forum content. So basically, just for now, what is it called? I cannot remember what it's called. A border. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. But for now, it's just gonna show a border, and later the subcats. It'll show all the subcategories inside the forum. Not forum. I'm sorry. But let's just refresh it. It should just show one, and it's showing none. So let's come back to our code, and that's because we didn't do function show categories. So we come to our forum and we type forum show categories, and we're going to save that and refresh it. Okay, perfect. So now we just see one, and that works. And also in the top border, I can't remember that word. We're gonna delete border top, but we're still gonna need all of the information from it. So I'm just gonna copy it and leave it there for now. But we're just gonna want to get rid of it later. And for here, we're gonna use style. Well, no. So we're just gonna create a new div inside this div. So div id equals, and we're gonna name this fhead. Fhead's gonna stand for forum head. So, and then I'll just put topic for now, but I'm gonna come to our styles.css, and we're gonna create a new ID. So that's a pound, and that's gonna be called the fhead. And this is going to be the background color of the border top. Yeah. And then we're going to have a width of 100%. And our height is going to be 15 pixels, just like our border top was. So I'm going to delete border top now. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to come back and refresh it, and hopefully it'll look good. Okay, so it looks pretty decent, I guess. It says topic, and now on the right, we're gonna have it say posts, I guess, and Uh, last post. No. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we'll decide in a minute. Um, so we're gonna come back here, and we're gonna do div class, or no, div style equals 40%. So now this is actually we're gonna do 80%, and end the div. And here we're gonna put topic. I know all of these divs are gonna confuse people, but and then we're gonna have another div, and this one's gonna be 10%, and this one's gonna say posts. Okay, so that's posts, and then one more div, and that's gonna also be 10%, and this one will be replies. Well, let's make that. For now, I guess we'll just put last post, even though it won't look right for what we have. I think that will work for now. So it should look right. That's not right. We have to put where we have style. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of this. Width 80%. Right? Yeah, I think so. And then we'll just put width. Save that. Refresh. Okay, so we'll also do float right, or left actually. And hopefully that'll... Okay, yeah, the position is 2 of them, and I'll just float left on the last one. And it should work right. Okay, there we go. So now it's all on the same line, and it floats to the left. So it should look like this for the most part. So we're going to save that, and we have this. So now we're going to start creating subcategories. And so where we have if else if form type equals login, we'll change that to subcat. And remember, this is still in the class underscore form create form function, or create form function. And I'm just going to copy the entire form, just so we don't have to do a whole bunch of renaming. And form name is going to be subcat, and it's going to be subcat name. And also we're going to change email to subcat name, and create subcategory. Subcat. Okay. Now that's everything. And also we're going to want to add a drop down box to choose which category it's going to be under. So I'm going to copy this table row, and also we're going to add subcategory name, and this is going to be category name, and this is going to be select. I'm not good with drop boxes, but it'll be simple. Oops, select. So it should look like this for now, and then we'll do option. Oops. Option name equals 1. I'm just testing it for now. Value equals test. I'm gonna save that and just refresh it. Oh, actually, okay, so form type equals subcat. So we're gonna come to our form.php, and we're gonna copy the else if again, and I just pasted it in. So yeah, it should just look like that. It's pretty simple, you know. Else, if, else if, else if, else. And we're going to change act equals to create, and code equals O2, and that's going to be subcat. I'm going to save this. Oh, and also, we do need another else if post else. Okay, so now it should look like this. I hope I don't confuse you guys when I do the else ifs and stuff, or when I copy and paste them. But if post subcat, we'll do that, comma, Oh, never mind. Okay, we'll save. Oops, I don't know what that did. But we'll save this. Create subcat. Now is what we're doing. And I'm just gonna refresh this and do act equals create and code equals O2. Okay, so now we can create category name, and this looks like it's working. So what we're gonna want to do now is where am I? Okay, where we have value equals test, we're actually gonna want to just get rid of that, and then just do an ending option. So now if we put hello, it should say hello. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do for category name is we're going to have to select all from fcats. So I'm just going to copy this res. And I'm going to paste it in before we do form. And I'm going to get rid of the where, so where name equals title, because we don't need to get that. So I'm going to do row equals MySQL fetch assoc res, and where we have option name equals 1, we're actually going to get rid of this, and we're going to come here. I'm going to add an enter because we're going to be doing a while. So actually we can delete row equals MySQL fetch assoc because that's going to be in the while. Second time I've done that. But so I'm going to end the echo, and then I'm going to start the echo back over here. And then I'm going to do while row equals MySQL fetch assoc res, and this goes there. Sorry, I have to make stuff look nice for the most part, you know. So we're gonna do echo, and for option name, we're gonna do row name, just like that. And for hello, we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm just gonna copy and paste. So it should look like that. Now I'm going to save this, and we should just see one, which is news. Mess that up. Let's come back here. Echo select. Okay, one problem is that we have the select. We don't want to select multiple times, so we'll put the select out here. And if that doesn't fix it, there's one more thing I see that we could probably fix, but I don't think it should matter. So I'm going to come back here and refresh it. And okay, so that fixed it. Okay, and the other thing I saw was maybe we could do for each instead of while, but I guess it's, you know, pretty much the same. But it doesn't show the right thing. It doesn't show row name. So let's take a look in our here fcat. So we're showing it should be showing news at least. Oops, what did I just do? Oh, oops. No, Windows 7. Oh, and this is in a weird place. So I'm gonna come back here and let's just take a look around and make sure everything's in the right place. Okay, so I just realized something. We have form equals blah blah blah, and then we have echo. So it's totally just messing it up. Like, it's making everything look different. So we want to do form dot equals, and what dot equals does means it equals this, but it also equals what it equaled before. So if what it equals before was ASD, and then the dot equals was FGH, it would be ASD FGH. So now if we save it and we refresh it, it should work. Okay, perfect. And it's still not showing the name of it, which is fine because it had nothing to do with that. But the problem for that is we also need to do form.equals on where we have this echo. So technically it was the problem. Okay, so now it shows up. So now we can type in the category name and click create subcat, which it won't do anything yet because we haven't created that yet. But it's been about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna leave you guys here, and in the next tutorial we're gonna create the subcat, where it actually inputs all of this. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my website, babblefolks.com/site. And don't forget to comment, subscribe, and let me know if you liked it by thumbs upping or thumbs downing if you didn't like it, and give me some helpful hints on what I could do to improve it. So guys, thank you, and I'll see you again next time.